Welcome back. We're still reviewing the Daily Sun. I have a story here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has defended the economic policies of the administration, declaring that it's yielding the desired fruits. He spoke at the All Nigerian Editors Conference, ANEC of Nigeria, Guild of Editors, NGE, with the theme Economic Growth and Development Strategies in Resource-Rich Country at the DSP Alamisia Banquet Hall, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. So they said about 300 editors were in attendance to search for sustainable media financing practices. And represented by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, the president said his administration took a bold step to end the ruinous fuel subsidy regime that deprived Nigeria from investing in critical physical and social infrastructure and the foreign exchange regime that was prone to unimaginable levels of arbitrage and abuse. He says, while oil remains a significant source of revenue for Nigeria, we are investing heavily in other sectors to diversify our economy, to diversify and to also sustain growth. The launch of the presidential initiative of the CNG is a deliberate strategy, according to the president, to harness our abundant gas resources. He says this is to bring down the high cost of transportation of about 60% and also foster a clean and healthy environment for our citizens. This initiative has unlocked close to $200 million in private sector investments in the last 1 year. He also said he gave the assurance that his administration prioritized development of roads, railways, as well as upgrading of the ports to unlock economic opportunities. And the infrastructural projects would also create jobs, among other things that it's doing. So we, as Nigerians, are waiting to see the lasting effect of all of these policies and how it will better our lives. So I don't know how long we're going to wait, but hopefully there should be...
It shouldn't be too long.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Like the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Okay, so I have a story of the Nigeria undergoing major reset after subsidy removal, says Soludo. This is already, it's in Punch actually, but since Punch newspaper wasn't there, it's in Nation.
Go ahead.
So Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has stated that Nigeria is undergoing a fundamental and disruptive reset following the removal of subsidies by the president. He said this at the 13th Convocation Lecture at Veritas University. He titled the lecture, Let Us Make a New Deal for Nigeria, and explored ways to address the country's challenges. He explained that the country has ended the harmful fuel, foreign exchange, and electricity subsidies. He also highlighted positive signs such as the minimum wage legislation, the draft tax reform, and planned cash transfers. He called for historic coordination between federal and state governments to ensure swift implementation of these reforms. He also said that he encouraged them to participate in shaping the nation's destiny. And, you know, the minimum wage, a lot of people have said that they have not gotten the new one that has been implemented.
Approved,
Some are saying that till January before they're going to start paying.
Wow.
They're going to even start paying.
By
So I
January.
just hope,
So what's going to happen this
exactly,
December?
and there's Christmas.
Oh. Any other story in the Sun, or should we move on? Okay, Vanguard. Major headline, media owners, editors, others ask Tinubu to save industry. Dangote Pinnacle Oil signed deal for product distribution. I'm not afraid of EFCC. Will hand myself over if that's Obaseki. Invasion, DSS officials who invaded our office used fake names, Serap tells court. 2025 hunger crisis will hit 133.1 million Nigerians. Blackout, why national grid collapse is unending, according to experts. Defense headquarters declares 9 terrorist leaders wanted. 27 poll, let's fix PDP to save Nigeria, that's Makinde. Out onto federal government, increased tariff on telecom services or risk industry collapse.
I wish I saw the Dangote story.
Oh, me too.
But as I didn't
know where we are.
I hope somebody has it. I took the Association of Licensed Telecommunications of Nigeria, their grievance, they're asking that the NCC must approve the increase of tariff on telecom services or the industry go back. The Alton chairman, Engineer Gbenga Adebayo, said he knows that they are at a conference for a different matter. They will talk about the issue of the industry sustainability, but he started with the issue of, you know, the cost of maintaining and running the services in that industry. He says also you can see that the cost of living has affected the, you know, subscriptions. There are people who used to subscribe 5,000, 10,000, are now within more of 200 naira, 300 naira recharges daily. That, you know, people used to recharge as high as that amount, but now they're just sticking to the number that they need, you know. And they said that this is despite these are the issues that affect them also affect them who provide the services, and that they've continued to provide these services, that if NCC must see continued, they don't want a regression of the 22-year success that they've had, they must allow, tariff to reflect, the cost of production. But the NCC vex, the answer, they said that the executive chairman of NCC said the issue of data consumption is not peculiar to Nigeria, as it is fueled by digital advancements, and called for urgent attention to address consumer concerns over data depletion and billing transparency. On that billing transparency, me and you, we agree. The representative of telecom providers also spoke at the event. They kept decrying the high cost of running the business in Nigeria. No wonder that my green network, in 2 days, you will not just see data. You can only make
You're still on the green network?
I'm a loyalist. It's that green network, It good, it no good. The problem for me is that it good, it no good. It's the Nigerian-owned one.
Oh, wow.
So it go there on the side.
You're not doing a lot online now. No, you're not doing a lot online.
Exactly.
If you're doing a lot online, you will not.
We have other Wi-Fi
providers. So in your house, you now have like seven different ones.
No, that's for me on my mobile data provider.
Okay, no, you're not doing a lot there.
Yeah, but if I need to do big things, I own the Wi-Fi.
Okay. I have this one that says the NNPCL denies sales of adulterated fuel, and NNPC has denied claims in a viral video that adulterated fuel was being sold at one of its retail outlets. The video had revealed a person pouring a dark liquid said to be PMS and allegedly purchased from the NNPC retail station at Kefi Flyover. But in the statement contained by the Chief Corporate Communications Officer, NNPCL, Olufemi Shoneye, in Abuja yesterday, the company described the claim as false, clarifying that its outlet does not dispense petroleum products into bottles or jerry cans as depicted in the video. Shoneye also reiterated the company's commitment to maintaining strict quality control measures and adherence to high standards of ensuring safe and reliable products. So this one, if there was an allegation that NNPCL was selling adulterated products, and they have come out to clarify, which is good, because we know that purchasing adulterated products has sent a lot of people to the mechanics, back and forth, your car, and everything now is expensive. So at the end of the day, it makes us very touchy that we are buying things that are expensive and we are still not getting the good one. Yeah. So if it is true that it is false, I mean, it's better be false.
So the gist that Nima should quickly read about Dangote, said they've had a recent controversy, we know that one now, between Dangote Refinery and Pinnacle Oil and Gas Limited over petroleum products and distribution. And now they found out that the two companies have existing agreements over the operation of the Pinnacle Oil's product distribution terminal at the Lekki Free Zone area. So they made this disclosure open in Lagos. That's the managing director of Pinnacle Oil, Mr. Robert Dickerman. And he said his company had built a terminal in Lekki Free Zone at great expense for the benefit of far greater efficiency in distribution of petroleum products throughout Nigeria with the cooperation of Dangote Group in a 13-year agreement. Wondering why Dangote will now turn around to say that they want to use the facility to undermine his own refinery. He said that, Dangote had accused them that they were warehousing fake products. He said they cannot be warehousing fake products when they had already built channels to help him transport his fuel, which is far cost-effective compared to using trucks on the road. They had this agreement, they agreed, and they signed, and it was going to be working for 13 years. So why would you turn around?
He should have posted it. You should snap it and give us.
Okay.
Exactly. Because now they don't do the legs, more you look, the less you see. Dangote said they should come and be loading at his own refinery. He said, we saw videos of about 1,000 trucks where they queued like this.
But they will block that road when they are passing.
No, inside his facility. They were parked in his facility for loading now. We saw videos. It was an aerial view video. Only for now. Every day, Pinnacle, every day, Dangote. At this point, we are tired. Just reduce fuel price. If we not like,
that's what we want to do.
We don't even care. People should fight.
That's what we want to do.
People should fight.
Do we have time? Do you have another story in the Vanguard?
Yeah, I have the hunger crisis story.
Okay,
they said, so the Kader Harmonies report on food and nutrition insecurity analysis said no fewer than 133.1 million Nigerians will face a global hunger crisis in 2025. Said it's an alarming 7 million people increase from the same period last year. This is driven by economic hardship coupled with record high inflation, impacts of climate change, and persistent violence in the northeastern states, most especially Most of the ones that will be affected are Borno State, Adamawa, Yobe, and Sokoto, Katsina, and Zamfara in the northwest. So they are saying that it brought a result, and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Temitope, who was represented by the Director of Nutrition and Food Security, Dr. Nuhu Kilishi Muhammad, they underscored the results. But they said that they recommended that the results be adopted for planning and implementation of the food, so such that all these departments and agencies will look through and see how they can make sure that at least there won't be hunger strike in 2025 very soon.
Amazing. Thank you, ladies. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we move on to our hot topics. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.